Picture your Minecraft world for a minute. Do you hear the gentle C418 soundtrack? Do you see the sheep eating the grass? Do you feel the fear in your soul as you run through a dark forest with zombies and skeletons all around you? Now imagine you live there full time, unaware of the outside world or how the game works. Like most human civilizations, you and your fellow players probably develop some sort of creation story based on natural phenomena in the world around you. Say you even stumble upon the Temple of Notch, or maybe you don't even get that far. Maybe you just imagine there is this guy who made this place. Others of you could probably also work out some sort of idea of how what we know on the outside is the game code works. Determining how sheep wool color is passed down, or the likelihood of any item or mob spawning based on observation and experimentation. One side might argue that this Notch character created everything in the world around you, each sheep, player, and item alike. The others might argue that they can point to evidence that these things were not just created out of thin air, that there seems to be rules that dictate their presence in the world and how the world is/was generated. Perfect. Now pull yourself out a little bit and think about what you know about this world as an outside observer. We know that Marcus Notch Person, along with the team at Mojang, and I suppose now Microsoft, have built this world by developing lines and lines and lines of code to determine how this game should operate. Point one for Notch creationists, he does deserve credit for creating the world they live in and all of the mobs that inhabit it. But we also know that Notch is not sitting there sketching and designing and programming every single creature and every single object in that world from scratch right before it enters the game, right? The game has rules that it sticks to, for the most part, in regards to biome generation and mob spawning without any active intervention from its creators. But that's the thing, the development team wrote those rules that the game uses to operate in the first place. At that point, it's not so important to say whether these things were created by the developers or whether they materialized in a system that the developers designed. Both of those instances are essentially the same. Either way, the world is the way that it is because the creators decided it so. But this analogy doesn't just extend to how things came to be. You can use it to take a look at how things will work in the present and predict how they will occur in the future. See, just like the laws of physics and the rules of inheritance can help us understand how we got here today, we can also observe them in our world around us. The same forces that pulled the earth together out of dust are still the forces that keep our feet on the ground. And the same mechanisms of natural selection that brought about every species in existence are still at work in every ecosystem in the world. It's the same way in Minecraft. As you move through the world and new chunks spawn in, they follow the same rules of world generation that the chunks that you already inhabit did when they formed. And when new mobs spawn or when certain things grow, you can reasonably predict how and why those things might happen. So look guys, it doesn't have to be one or the other.